What's up, Raider Nation? We're back with another video for all you die-hard Raiders fans. If you're new here and love all things Raiders, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let's dive right into today's topic. The Raiders have been busy making some moves after finalizing the 53-man roster yesterday. With the waiver wire officially open today, one of the first actions the Raiders took this morning was releasing our 2023 third-round draft pick, defensive tackle Byron Young from Alabama. It's disappointing, no doubt. When you draft a player that high, especially in the third round, you expect them to be more productive. Unfortunately, things didn't pan out for Young. To be honest, I often forgot he was even on the roster since his name rarely came up. It's a shame because he had some potential as an interior pass rusher coming out of Alabama, but the Raiders decided to move on. In a corresponding move, we picked up two players off the waiver wire. First, the Raiders claimed defensive tackle Jonah Lalu from the Colts. He was a 2024 seventh-round pick who primarily played nose tackle for the Colts during the preseason. He recorded 74 snaps, 2 pressures, 3 stops, and 2 tackles for loss during his time with Indianapolis. The second pickup was defensive back Thomas Harper from the Los Angeles Chargers. A bit of background on him. Harper played at Oklahoma State from 2019 to 2022, starting in just 3 games, and later had a season at Notre Dame. During that season, he logged 39 tackles, 25 of which were solo, 6 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, 3 pass breakups, a quarterback hurry, and a forced fumble. He was signed as an undrafted free agent, UDFA, by the Chargers in 2024, but they released him as well. Another player we released was our 7th-rounder MJ Devonshire, who will likely move to the Raiders' practice squad. Now, about Thomas Harper. I'm not entirely sure about this signing. We already have a solid group at the safety position, and Harper is more of a box safety, known for making tackles rather than ball hawking or making plays in the passing game. So this move is a bit puzzling to me. In other news, our veteran cornerback Brandon Facyson, who made the 53-man roster yesterday, has been designated to the IR today. He's expected to miss at least 4 games to start the season. So where does that leave us? The Raiders are looking thin at the cornerback position, and it's likely they'll target a veteran cornerback soon. We'll see who they end up signing, but one of the top names currently available in free agency is Xavier Howard. All right, Raider Nation, let's talk strategy. I don't see Tom Telesco making a big, aggressive move right now, but there are some interesting names out there. You've got Adoree Jackson, who's versatile and can play both outside and in the slot. He's familiar with Patrick Graham's system, too. Then there's Patrick Peterson and J.C. Jackson, who Tom Telesco knows well. He's the one who signed J.C. to that big contract that didn't pan out. Rock Ya-Sin is another option. He did pretty well for us a couple of years ago. One player I'd keep an eye on is Trey Herndon from the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's available and could be a solid backup at the slot cornerback position. While I'm a big fan of Nate Hobbs and his overall play, I'm a bit concerned about the possibility of him missing some games. If that happens, we're going to be thin at nickel cornerback. There's been some talk about safety Isaiah Pola-Mao stepping into that role, which would be great to see, but it's a tough transition for a safety to consistently play in the slot. It's one thing to do it occasionally, but to ask a safety to fill that nickel cornerback spot full-time is a big challenge. Overall, I feel like we should add some depth at cornerback. There are options in free agency, and the Raiders have plenty of cap space to bring in whoever they want. That said, I'm sure Tom Telesco is also thinking about saving cap space to re-sign key players like Nate Hobbs, Trevon Moehrig, and Malcolm Kuntz, who are all likely due for big contracts soon. It's something to keep in mind. As we head into Week 1, the cornerback position is going to be the one I'm watching most closely. I think we need to address it in the veteran market soon, and I expect the Raiders to pick someone up. We'll just have to see who it ends up being. But the biggest news today, as I mentioned earlier, is that last season's third-round pick Byron Young is officially off the team, and Brandon Facyson is on the injured reserve list. So expect the Raiders to make a move at cornerback soon. Raider Nation, I want to hear from you. What do you think of the final 53-man roster and the moves we've been making? Who do you want the Raiders to sign at the cornerback position? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. That's all I've got for you in today's video.